Hi everyone. So now we'll cover CTEs, which is short for Common Table Expression. So it's another way of writing a subquery, and I do have a personal preference to use these instead of subqueries, but it really depends on the situation. And you can see here how a CTE would look. You start it by saying with, and then you name the table, and then as, and then you enter your query. And then you do a select star or select the column names from the CTE name. So let's use an example from our subquery before, and we'll put it into a CTE instead in MySQL Workbench. Okay, so I've just opened up the same query we did in the previous subquery video. So let's just rewrite this as a CTE. So I'll just delete the name we gave to the table, and then I'll just copy the, I'll cut it, so Control and X, and then we need to start the query with this. So just above it we write with, and I'll just name it CTE underscore orders as. So that's going to name this table CTE orders. And then after the bracket, we don't need to name the table after the brackets. We just can write we can just start writing our query. So select average orders from CTE orders. We can keep the order date condition. So we're going to get the same result as before. And we can use multiple CTEs. We would just need to separate them with a comma. So if I put a comma after the CTE name, and then we can start writing another CTE, but we don't have to use with, otherwise it won't work. So we just start with the table name. So I'll just name it CTE payments, for example, and then let's just do a select star from payments. So you can see now we have two tables. Oh yeah, we just need to do as, so CTE payments as, and then it's in brackets, but we don't put a comma after the last table, and then you can just start writing your query after that. So this is where you can start joining CTEs together, etc. But we won't cover that now, but we will do it in the analysis that we do later. And you can see here now, not all databases offer this, but you can minimize these tables just to tidy up your query a bit. So it's nice to just do that as well. So that's it for CTEs for now, but as I said, we will cover them in greater detail later in the course. In the next section though, we will look at the case statement, which is another very important topic. So I'll see you in the next section.